Good afternoon. Today is April 14, 2022. Welcome to our sports podcast. Can I get some sports with that? I am your host, D-Boy, and today I have on the panel Mr. Cap himself, Marcus Ellen.
What's up, people?
I have my main man, Phil.
What's happening, y'all? We here.
All right. I got Mr. Carnell Akins, who crazy as hell, talking about some Boston in 6.
In 7.
Oh, now it's in 7.
Bulls in 7. He got Bulls in 7.
All right. I got Mr. Michael Robinson.
Your boy back at it. Hey, let's get it.
And last but not least, I got Mr. Handicap himself, Mr. Street Clothes Curry.
Say hello to the world, Street Clothes.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you know we got to get you. All right, so sports world, let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves. As you may know, the other night the Minnesota Timberwolves hosted a playing game against the Los Angeles Clippers. D'Angelo Russell surprisingly led the way with 34 points and 12 assists. So afterwards, the Minnesota Timberwolves were celebrating, in my opinion, like they had just won the 2022 NBA championship. So, question to the panel. Let's start with Marcus. What did you think of the Timberwolves championship celebration?
I thought that was hilarious. Like they've never been there before because they've never been there before. It's just I've never seen anyone celebrate so hard just to make it to the playoffs, just to play a team that's going to kick their ass. So, I mean, shouts out to my boy Anthony Edwards out there balling. I'm not a big fan of D-Lo, but I'm going to give him his shit, give him his props. He did his thing, ice in the veins. I roll with it, but that celebration, Beverly, I mean, he did his job, and that's what I like players to do. He did his job, and because he's from Chi-Town, bruh, you set Chicago back 10 years, bruh. Like, I mean, taking off the jersey, crying. I'm like, did they just go to the finals or something? Like, no, they just.
It was an emotional night for him.
I mean, I understand beating your team that just traded you, but bruh, come on now. You just made it to the playoffs. That's why it was
an emotional night for him.
That was one of his goals.
That's all I gotta say. He was extra. He was west side of Chicago extra.
He out west with it.
He out west with it. We went out and did that in the hundreds, south side.
Not at all. That's big. If you west
side don't come for me. I love west side. You know, family out there. It is what it is. That's your man.
Hey, cuz you lucky my wife not in here. She'll cut you.
West side wild.
Hopefully my cousins don't watch this. They're gonna probably jump me when they see me.
Nah, but I hear you, man. Pat Bear, he was just out there. Pat Bear was Pat Bear to the 10th degree last night. Like Pat Bear, he was just, man, I was watching him. He was doing some.
I mean, he was doing his job. That's what
you heard what Stephen they call him, a professional pest. He's not in the league. He's not in the league to score. He's a professional pest. You heard what Stephen
said. He is a professional pest. Exactly. You hit it right on the head.
Exactly. He was out there doing his job because, man, best believe Marcus Morris was ready to put that man in the ER. Best believe. Phil, what are your thoughts on the Minnesota Timberwolves championship celebration?
So before I get into the celebration, I do want to talk about the game. I ain't gonna lie to you because it was a great game to me. In all honesty,
it was real good.
Definitely. I'm glad you mentioned that.
You know,
it was a great game. It was a great game.
I think that Cat definitely let the team down, and and Anthony Edwards they stepped up. And I'm not gonna say I was surprised by what I saw from Anthony Edwards, but I became in love with what he did, like what he can do on the court. Like I don't see no holes in his game. Like I think he may be ready to take that next step a lot faster than a lot of us thought. I just gotta give his kudos to him and D'Angelo. We know he got the ability to play like this on any given night, and this happened to be one of those given nights where they needed him to do it. And I also, despite the celebration, I do like the interview that he gave for the game, because he was basically saying, like, we supposed to be here, like, we all happy that we in the playoffs and everything, but this just the first step. We supposed to be here, and that I think I saw a lot of growth in his leadership, and that kind of makes me think that they still gonna get smoked by Memphis, but I think it's gonna be a much more entertaining series than we may have anticipated.
It's a lot of athleticism that's playing in that series.
Yeah,
it's gonna be exciting.
But that celebration, though, it's extra, just like Pat Bev always talking about. You feel me? Extra. But I thought it was hilarious, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was hilarious. Boy went from everybody jumping on the scores table to crying. I'm like, oh my goodness.
All right, Phil. So Phil, yeah, Pat Bev again. Pat Bev. Yeah, like Marcus said, he set us back 10 years with that. But as far as your take on D'Angelo Russell is concerned, me and David had a slight, or should I say, me and Street Clothes Curry over here, we had a slight conversation this morning. Dave, I love you like a brother, but I gotta run with this. So anyway, we was having a conversation this morning, and I had said that when D'Angelo Russell is focused, he's a top 5 point guard when he wants to be. And David made a very good point. How many point guards is better than him? But like you said, Phil, he has the capability to do this on a night in, night out basis. It's just all a matter of him being focused. So I agree 100% on what you said. Like him and Anthony Edwards, yes, played a big role in the game the other night. But in my opinion, D'Angelo Russell was the reason they won. If you take
they needed somebody else to come with it. You feel me?
Right, but if you take D'Lo out the equation, Minnesota gets smoked the other night.
If you take Anthony Edwards out the equation, they get
I'm about to say, but if you take Ant out the equation, they get smoked too.
You take right.
Here's what D-Boy got a point though.
That's what you want. That's what you want out of your guards. You want them to take over.
At one point in the game, Paul George started cooking, and that's when D'Lo started. He dang started matching him bucket for bucket.
He answered.
Yeah,
that's playoff. That's playoff P. He earned his nickname back. That's playoff P.
No, he didn't.
But an actual P and not PEE. So
you feel me? My man's playoff P.
Sorry, let David get some.
You mean Street Clothes Curry?
Street Clothes Curry.
What's your take on the celebration, sir? Oh yeah, all night. This is all night.
I don't know if I want to do this show no more with these folks. This might be my last show.
Like I said, I gotta get
run him off the show.
Nah. We all
please don't run. Take your time.
He's very humble, John. He got his thoughts with him, man.
But anyway, just so y'all know, man, this is what they refer to. Yeah, I got an injury, so this is what they refer to, and I got a messed up knee. So yeah, now they running with the street clothes.
I messed up ACL.
I don't even want to get into all that, but this is out there. It's out there. Yeah, I'm hurt on both sides. Left leg messed up, right hand. So, both sides. So whatever it is, it is what it is. But anyway, back to what we all here for. So yeah, it was kind of overboard to celebrate that much over just getting into the playoffs. And Patrick Beverly's post-game interview was quite funny. He talking about the former team he played for. I now get it. Get emotional for the team that did trade you, like Marcus said, and then you want to make them seem like they regret it. But at the same time, one thing I did catch where he was saying, he said, play the Clippers, beat their ass. First of all, pump the brakes real quick, Mr. Devil. Pump the brakes. Y'all won by 5 points. Let's nip that in the bud. Y'all won by 5 points. Y'all, I'm blowing out. So in a sense, it took heroics from your teammates, Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell, to pull it off for you. It ain't like y'all just blew them out the water. So you ain't whooped their ass really. You got by them. You got by them. So shout out to Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell for holding down for Cat's subpar game, because he really didn't show up. But his teammates did and pulled him through. So that's good to know. That's good for them. They gotta go get smoked by Memphis. So I'm not hesitating on saying that. I think the majority of the panel agree. And also Mr. Catman himself, Mr. Marcus, talking about we'll see if Jack can score 20. But the man averaged 27 for the season, so I'm pretty sure he can score more than 20. I got him averaging about 25 this series. So
against that team, he only scored 20 points. He only averaged 20. But keep going. I digress. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good. But I still think he gonna score more. I think he can average more than 20. I do got Memphis winning the series, but shout out to them. I know once again I agree with Marcus and Debo, pushing us a little back, by over exaggerating the win. So pushing, Shot Town back, because the majority of us from this podcast is from the Shot Town. So, but it's all good. Congratulations, Pat Beverly and the Timberwolves, but y'all going home. So y'all can celebrate this moment, but then in reality hitting, you're going to probably start crying again, Mr. Beverly. And real quick, Kawhi Leonard, I really don't want to get on your case, but Kawhi Leonard, I don't know. It might be time for the Clippers to, go ahead and move forward without him.
What you mean? Hold on. I'm sorry, but the Clippers finna win next game, and I promise you he gonna be back by like game 2 of that first round series.
Was he speculating to come back, or was he gonna play at all this year?
No, he
talking about coming back.
He might come back.
No. They was talking about him coming back in the regular season too.
Okay.
There's legitimate concern, like there's legitimate belief that he gonna come back if they make the actual playoffs.
Oh, okay, nothing now. Excuse that take there. Nothing now. But yeah, all right. Thanks for humbling me, because I got my physical disabilities right now.
Actually, David, you're right, because he has to prove that he's coming back. It's only speculation that he's coming back. So you're right. He has to show that he is coming back. They could say, he said he gonna come back. Like he said in the regular season, he said in the playoffs. Show me when you get there.
Yeah. Plus, honestly, even if he comes back, is it gonna make I know it'll make a difference, but I don't think they still getting past the Suns even if he do come back.
No, I don't think so either. So that's why I was kind of saying what I said, because I'm to the point where I won't put no trust in that man.
All right,
he might
so
set you up for failure.
I get where you're coming from, but to rebuttal what Phil said, if he does come back, it'll definitely make it tougher on the Suns.
Yeah, it'll definitely make it tougher, but
it'll make it tougher on the Suns, but the Suns will still win just because their Suns will still win because they're the better team.
They gonna win in 6.
With Kawhi, yeah. Without Kawhi, that's a 4-game sweep.
Even with Kawhi, the Suns gonna win in 6. The Clippers gonna push them to at least a 5-game series, even without Kawhi. So with Kawhi, they probably push them to 6. The Suns win in 6.
That's how we was talking about the Timberwolves.
I was just getting ready to say, Mike, what is your take on the Timberwolves, sir?
I'm like, where
celebrate.
the Suns come from? Nah, but hey, for real though, that celebration, I was dying when I first seen that. Like everybody else, like that was too. We all had the same reaction. We was like, did they just win the chip? I was like, what? But in all fairness, though, honestly, Patrick Beverly, I mean, I feel him. You know what I'm saying? You did like, you wanted to beat the Clippers, and for as far as the Timberwolves overall, they accomplished their goal. And like he said in the beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? He said they was gonna make the playoffs, so they did that. So I guess for them, from their standpoint, they won the championship. They accomplished their goal. Their goal wasn't to get the chip. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know from jump anyway, it was to get to the playoffs. So mission accomplished. Celebration here, and so maybe that's why he was crying and on the tables and whatnot. But that don't change the fact, man. That was extra, bro. That was so extra. Like it was. Hey, I feel your emotion, all of that, but man, that's powerful. You done from teed up. Now you crying. Like that was really like I can only imagine what your championship celebration gonna be like. Don't
They
don't
had
get
the
one of
confetti
those.
falling and everything.
Like don't let them get the championship for real. Oh man, they gonna shut the city down that instant.
Right.
The stadium gonna
Not
set on fire. What you mean? The stadium gonna
what?
catch fire if they win chip.
Yeah, I
Man, that's
mean,
crazy.
He gonna
Mike,
be
you hit it
JL.
right on the
He gonna be JL Smith in it. No shirt.
man.
Oh
I
yeah,
was just
Henny
gonna
bottles
say,
on
man,
deck.
that man finna act the fool. And his moms
Shirt
was
off,
at
my
the
shirt
game
off.
last night.
Hey, but y'all sleep though, man. I think Minnesota gonna be a lot better competition for Memphis than what people were expecting. Only from like I see it a good matchup. Honestly, yeah, I think they match up well. I mean, you got Towns over there matching up with Memphis Big, who been holding it down really all season, and then you got what I'm saying. You got Ja. Edwards ain't gonna just let him show him up like that. So what I'm saying. You still got
I think
Russell.
Memphis
You
could
know what I'm
actually
saying.
win.
I mean, well, Memphis
I
is
mean, I mean, not Memphis, Minnesota.
but
I'm
that's what
sorry.
I'm saying. I think Minnesota could pull it off. If there was to be a first round upset in the playoffs, I think this could definitely be the one. Honestly, so I mean, I'm gonna give them credit where it's due. I think they more ready than what people giving them credit for.
Yeah, I mean, I give Minnesota a game because I mean, don't get me wrong, Anthony Edwards is a star, getting ready to be a superstar. Cat is already a superstar. I see you, Carnell, but I got to give him one, man. I mean, Ja's that dude. Ja's that dude. Ja
It's
single
going
hit.
7.
Okay, okay,
Mm,
okay,
mm.
okay. So like, real quick, because this is what Marcus say. You feel me? He don't think Ja is the truth. You feel me? So it's like this would be the perfect time to prove that he is what everybody been saying he is against the Timberwolves. So honestly, I think the Timberwolves
Facts.
could like in all actuality, I think the Timberwolves could honestly pull it off. And honestly, if they did pull it off, they're going to have to win in 6. They're not going to be able to take them 7. If they give Ja a game 7, Memphis going to take it. But let me tell you why, like, honestly, I believe the Timberwolves could potentially win in 6. And honestly, it has all to do with the fact that if all 3 of them get rolling and Karl Anthony Towns don't get too over aggressive, and they play smart basketball, and they've been playing their type of basketball like how they have been all year, they could really give them some challenge. Like, I want to see how these other players gonna do in the playoffs. You know me, I don't like Dylan Brooks. You know how y'all know how I feel about Dylan Brooks on Memphis. I don't think he's gonna hold up in the playoffs. Let's see how Desmond Bane do. This also gonna be like his first or second time in the playoffs. Jaren Jackson Jr., that's my boy, but let's see if he gonna be consistent. Cause like he been, throughout the season, he was kind of inconsistent. And then you got Steven Adams, he gonna do what he always gonna do. He gonna come out and give you about 10 points, 15 rebounds, like 2 blocks. So it's like there's a very good chance that Minnesota could pull this off against Memphis, and it would be if there like Mike said, if there was to be a first round upset, I believe it would be Minnesota upsetting Memphis.
So Cornell, that was an interesting take. I still got Memphis. I still got Memphis taking it, even though I do agree with everything you said. But I think, in my opinion, Memphis has the better team, just because, of course, you got Ja, you got Desmond Bain, you got Dylan Brooks, you got Taz Jones, you got Steven Adams, you got Jaren Jackson Jr., you got the Persian kid. I can't think of his name right now. So Minnesota, I give Minnesota 2 games. I give them 2 games. 2 games. But pull off the upset now. I don't think they can pull off the upset, but I give them 2 games.
I'll put it to you like this. In that 2 minutes, if all them games have to come down to that final 2 minutes, when you got Patrick Beverly harassing Ja Morant, it's gonna get ugly for Memphis in them 2 minutes. It's gonna get ugly for Memphis in them 2 minutes.
Got that
if
ice
they gotta close out the game in the 2 minutes every game, it's gonna get a little ugly. It's gonna get a little scary for them when you got somebody like Patrick Beverly out there, especially when Ja Morant isn't one of these bigger guards. So it's not like he's gonna have the hardest time trying to stay up on him and bump him and trying to throw him off his game. You feel me? So it's like
Ja gotta find ways. Westbrook.
Yeah, Ja gotta find ways to get crafty with him. You feel me? If Ja don't get crafty with him and he think he just he think he just gonna try and bully ball Pat Bev, you feel me? It's gonna turn out very bad for him. It's gonna turn out very, very bad for him.
Like I said, you saw what he did.
Y'all missing a key factor in all this, and that's the player Karl Anthony Towns. But that's another subject for another day.
Oh no, I already said Towns gonna eat, but don't sleep.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. He low key gonna struggle.
The type of nigga. Yeah, because he going up against Steven Adams. That's all.
Minnesota is
Steven Adams ain't no hoe on the defensive end. Like he gonna hold his own.
It's not even that. It's the way Cat plays. Like looking at that game against the Clippers, and he does this a lot. I've seen enough Timberwolves games to know he catch the ball too high. Like he catch the ball too high, and it honestly irks my nerves. Cause it's easier to double team you all the way out there. And not only that, it's harder for you to make the right pass.
I swear.
He's trying to shoot too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the player Cat is big, cause he gonna have to play like an actual big man. Like you can't be playing soft like that against a guy like Steven Adams, cause he ain't got no chance.
But you saw
Vucevic do.
He's trying to be like Embiid. And he not Embiid.
Embiid get the ball down low, and he give him work.
Embiid
want the ball down low.
So
it's like Embiid. That's what he needs to do. Man.
It's funny because I was actually having this conversation with Chris slightly earlier, and I was like, the reason why Karl Anthony Towns ain't better than Joel Embiid is because Joel Embiid was he's a natural big body that added all that skill. You feel me? Karl Anthony Towns always had all the skill, but he didn't always use his body. You feel me? And so now Karl Anthony Towns has finally started to use his body, throw his weight around, and act like a big this season, which is part of the reason why this team has been successful and they was able to get to the 7th seed in the West, win that game in the play-in despite his struggles. You feel me? It's like their team is well coached, and they also got the pieces, and they also got some pieces around him that have shown they can step up. So it's like if Karl Anthony Towns can just put it all together and stay in his head and not get outside of his game, Minnesota can win. Minnesota can win.
2 things about that though, Neil. Number one, Karl Anthony Towns been in the league for how long? 6 years. He should have been started figuring it out. And number two, you talking about throwing his weight around. That's literally how he fouled out in the game against the Clippers. So maybe he should chill out on throwing his weight around.
But see, it wasn't just that he was throwing his weight around. He was being too aggressive. If he can control himself, you feel me, and use his body and take up that space, you gotta think about it. It's not hard to throw your weight around when you that big and you take up that much space. I get it, Steven Adams is down there, but use that to your advantage. You got them skills. Hit him with a pump fake. You feel me? You know, do something. Steven Adams like to get off his feet. That is one thing I do. I do know. Because Steven Adams, sometimes he be block chasing and he get off his feet. So if Cat could get Steven in foul trouble, then that opens up the game for him because he don't got to worry about him. You feel me? So it's like,
come on, he be block chasing. I don't read.
hey. I love Steven Adams, but his feet a little too much for me sometimes. Like, that's my boy, but he definitely be block chasing.
Okay. All right, Carnell. I understand where you coming from. I still don't see Minnesota beating them, but you made some very valid points. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. So let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets the other night beat Phil's Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving went crazy. Kevin Durant went crazy, had a double-double. But what really surprised me, sports world, was Nicholas Claxton. Nicholas Claxton actually had a double-double and 5 blocks. 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 blocks. So with Brooklyn now the 7th seed, does that make them the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference? Let's start with Mike.
Yeah. Hey, what the most dangerous, bro? Is it not Kevin Durant, bro? Stop playing with that man, bro. Stop playing. Yeah, keep them thumbs down. You're gonna be holding them down too when Boston, you know what I'm saying, on that cruise ship, you know what I'm saying, fishing with you, fishing, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna ship you out there right with him. You feel me? Hey, Brooklyn, bro. Healthy Brooklyn is the favorites, bro. Stop playing, bro. You cannot say healthy Brooklyn is not the favorites to come
Hey,
out.
y'all stop saying healthy like everybody ain't hurt.
Thank you,
bro. No. This is why I'm saying. Healthy
and
Brooklyn.
I'm
saying healthy
get Robert
Brooklyn.
Williams back.
Hold on. I'm saying healthy Brooklyn.
Let him finish,
if KD or Kyrie or somebody go down in one of these games throughout, you know what I'm saying, throughout this postseason is gonna change the game, bro. They're not gonna be the solid favorites like that. I mean, they just not, bro. They can't. They need them all. They all gotta be there, bro. KD, Kyrie, Curry, Drummond, Claxton. They need them all. You know what I'm saying? So the whole team gotta be there. I mean, you might could miss a game. You can do something out of the game, but if one of them go down, you know what I'm saying, big injury. That's why I said healthy. And I think they got a good chance to stay healthy this year, especially because Kyrie ain't played, so he better not get hurt. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Ben Simmons might come back. We gonna see. Hey man, if he come back, y'all can't say they not the favorites then, especially if he come and show that like he fit with that team. Oh man, it's over with. It's over with. But you cannot. I just can't go against Kevin Durant, bro. I don't know how y'all can sit here and definitively go against Kevin Durant, unless maybe Giannis. I feel you on Giannis. Giannis could do it. The Bucks, I ain't knocking them, but KD won't his get back, bro. He remember that toe. He remember all that. I just don't feel like he's finna go again, bro. I just don't. So yeah, I'm giving them the favorites. I ain't gonna say they finna run away with it, man, but they finna make some noise in this playoffs for sure. And Boston going home, they lucky if they get 6. I like Boston, but if Robert Williams play like they saying he might play, then it might change some things. I ain't gonna lie, but they going home in 6 at best. I'm not sold on Boston yet. Not in the playoffs.
What? All right. So, yeah, I don't see how you can bet against Brooklyn, man. After seeing what I saw the other night, I don't see how you can bet against Brooklyn. Don't forget, man, they still got Patty Mills. They still got Patty Mills.
You still ain't
Like,
had
No
a shot.
defense.
And
With no
LaMarcus Aldridge.
defense, bro.
You
You
ain't
forget this
playing.
the playoffs, bro. This ain't the regular season.
They'll
That
play him
boy,
in the playoffs.
that boy healthy DMPs. Who are you talking about?
you know what, man? Let's go to the man. Let's go to the man of the losing team, since he want to sit up here and bump his gums. Phil,
Go ahead.
does Brooklyn or is Brooklyn the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference right now?
Yeah, they the most dangerous team. It's obvious. Like they're a low seed with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Yes, they are the scariest team. Do that make them the favorites to come out the East? No. Do that make them the favorite to come out the first round series against Boston? No. And I'm not saying that just because they beat up on my team. Like I truly feel like if it's any team outside the Bucks that can actually give the Nets all the smoke that they want, it's the Celtics. Because as nuclear as we know Kevin Durant is, Jason Tatum is like that. And I need people to understand that Jason Tatum is like that. And just how Mike, you was saying how KD, he ain't going for that junk against Giannis again. Yeah, remember what happened last year in the playoffs when they smoked the Celtics? Yeah, Jason Tatum ain't forgot about that. Oh, and remember, Jaylen Brown wasn't even there, so he was. So, and we know Kyrie's spectacular, and he is spectacular. The boy didn't even miss a shot. He tried to miss a shot in the first half and couldn't miss. Like,
He talking about the way he threw up. That's funny.
it honestly hurt me because you know what I'm saying. But my team still got a chance to make the playoffs. But anyway, the reason why I think the Celtics gonna beat the Nets in 6 is because Robert Williams is gonna play. I think he's going to play, and him playing is a huge factor in this series because he is the one guy on that Celtics team that can screw up everything the Nets trying to do.
Well, you're not screwing up Kevin Durant.
No, I'm saying like in terms of exploiting the weaknesses that the Nets have, he's the guy that can do all that. He oppresses on the inside. The pick and roll game ain't gonna be that great if Robert Williams out there switching on everybody. And on the offensive side, he a big time rolling threat, like a big time rolling threat. And I think those type of things impact the game a different way, and it makes the Celtics the well-oiled machine that they have been since the new year. Like they only lost 6 games, and I just think that as dangerous as the Nets are, I just don't think because Boston specializes in perimeter defense. Like I know Kyrie gonna get his, but he ain't gonna get it every game, and they gonna need
Kevin
Kyrie.
Durant.
Okay. Like I said, that's why you have Jason Tatum. I don't think that because Marcus Smart is guarding Kyrie most of the time, I don't think he's going to be. He ain't gonna get as loose as often as Jaylen Brown, and I think those things matter. But that's my take on it.
All right, yeah, okay. And Jaylen Brown, okay. Everybody, yeah, okay. Jason Tatum, I give him his just due.
He's not Kevin Durant, but he can get buckets like him.
And that's my thing, man. JT, my boy. Fuck with JT, man. JT, hey, I've been telling y'all about JT since Duke days. Stop playing. He was really supposed to go number 1. But Boston knew how to finesse, you feel me? Hey, but he not Kevin Durant, though, bro. KD is different. Different.
KD on a whole nother planet.
And so is JT.
Can you answer this one question for me?
60 for 60. What you mean?
Who on that Nets team? Who on that Nets team can guard Jason Tatum?
And who guarded Jaylen Brown?
No.
Kevin Durant.
No.
Kevin Durant gonna guard both them?
Jason Tatum gonna light that man up. Jason Tatum is going to light that man up. Like he did.
They're gonna cancel each other out.
But we already know defense is a problem for the Nets.
But But here's my thing. Phil.
Guess who canceled all that out? Kevin Durant.
No, you need Kyrie with that.
Exactly. Because if I want Ime Udoka to put Brown on Durant. Please be stupid and do that. So Durant can take that man in the post and abuse him. Please do that. Because I'm telling you right now, you think Durant's on a mission. He was this close.
Fact.
He was this close from going to the conference finals last year. This close.
Bro,
You think that man forgot? Man, that
Bro.
man on a mission. He about to
and
cook.
you think, bro, and do
He
you
about
think
to
Boston forget getting smoked in 5 games? They got blasted in 5 games, bro.
I think we
This
need
is
to hear
gentleman's
from
sweep.
Marcus and David.
All right, let's Marcus. Marcus, what's your take on this?
Oh, I was gonna let y'all get y'all points across so I can let y'all know that y'all acting like y'all didn't see the role players do their job with Brooklyn. I mean, yes, everybody's gonna cancel each other out. Nobody's gonna stop JT from getting off. Nobody's gonna stop Jaylen Brown from getting off. Nobody's gonna stop Durant from getting off. Nobody's gonna stop Kyrie from doing what he gotta do. However, your bench players gotta show up. Your role players have to show up. Patty Mills showed up. Steph didn't even have to do anything, but he still played a major role.
Boston got better role players. What you mean?
Drummond played solid. He did his job. He was the rim protector.
Can you count on that for a 7-game series? Can you count on 16-8 from him?
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes, I can.
No.
Drummond can give you 16 and 16 if he wanted to.
That's
Every
Andre
game.
Dum. That's Andre
Every
Dum
game.
for a reason.
With
His
4
name
blocks.
is
4 or
his
5
name is
blocks.
Andre
They don't
Dum
need
for a
16
reason.
and 8 out of him. All they need
They
is
don't.
solid
But I'm
10
just
and 10
saying.
and 2 blocks.
The key factors is the role players need to do their job. If they do their
I will
job,
give you this,
Boston
Marcus.
is going to be in trouble. Boston is losing. It's going to be 4-2. Brooklyn wins. That's how
I give you this though, Marcus. Bruce Brown will definitely play a big role in this series. I like Bruce Brown.
He's
gonna play a big role.
Right. It depends. It's all gonna come down to who role players is gonna show up.
Bruce Brown want to be great. He be taking the last shot. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Kevin Durant, he want to be great. So don't sleep over Bruce
all
Brown.
I want to
He
say
gonna show
because
up.
everybody who's supposed to get off is gonna get off. It's the playoffs. That's what they do. They show up. It's the role players that need to show up and show us who's the better bench.
Facts.
Who's the better rotation?
Facts.
That's what it's gonna come down to.
Facts.
And I got Brooklyn doing the damn thing.
Right. Facts. Here's my add-on. Everything you said, Marcus, is 100% facts.
I know.
But what I don't understand is why my man gonna get on here and say Boston got the better role players.
They do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Look at Boston roster, have you? You ain't looked at Boston roster, have you?
Who's the third best player for Brooklyn?
You got Seth Curry.
That's who you taking as your third best player?
No, wait, hold on.
The third best player?
Seth Curry.
Yeah.
You got Patty Mills.
I still take Drummond or Patty Mills.
You got Andre.
I'll take Robert Williams over both of them.
Andre Drummond.
That's a difference maker.
Marcus Aldridge.
He's not playing. Why are you counting him?
You still got Blake.
He's not playing. Why are you counting him?
Well, he's not playing. Okay. But you still got.
They gonna play in the playoffs though.
Mills.
They're not going to play.
Curry Mills.
Until Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge play, I don't count them. But those other guys, look at Boston's team. They still Robert Williams the starter. Y'all forgot they still got Al Horford and Daniel Tice. Like they got Derek White. Marcus Smart is not a scrub. Like I said, Robert Williams is not a scrub.
And
they all play better together. Grant Williams is not a scrub.
I would say this: Boston X factor is going to be Marcus Smart.
Thank you.
He's going to determine how the game is going to be played. Is it going to be?
I think his defense on Kyrie is key.
He's not gonna stop Kyrie from doing Kyrie.
He gonna give
I
him
ain't
hell.
saying stop him. Just make him less efficient.
I'm about to say, just give him hell. Just give him hell. That's all you gotta do is just give him hell. Just give him 48 minutes of hell, man. That's all you gotta do.
Cardell, I'm gonna get to you. Let's move on to David. David, what's your take on this, sir?
Yeah. I think right now, that Brooklyn beating Cleveland definitely makes them a top threat now because now they officially are in the playoffs. But as far as them being the favorites, no, I'm not going to put them as the favorites to even come out the East. Because I know we're talking about the series with Boston. So I think it's going to be definitely neck and neck because when you think about it, it's really dynamic duo versus dynamic duo when you think about it. It's Brown and Tatum against Kyrie and KD. So that's going to be hell of a matchup to watch. And I definitely think that Marcus Smart he's definitely one of the big X factors for Boston as well because in a sense, he's like the Eastern version Patrick Beverly. He's not he don't do wild out like Patrick Beverly, like do dumb stuff or whatever, but he a tough gun though. He gonna get down and dirty, go for every loose ball. He gonna give you 110% way out there. So in other words, for Kyrie, all he needs to do is make it a hard day at work for Kyrie. That's what he's gonna have to do. Robert Williams is definitely gonna play a big factor. So definitely Boston will definitely need him. If they are going to win this series, they're actually going to need that rim protection. Because if they don't have him, then I definitely see Boston going down. And my pick, honestly, I can see Brooklyn winning this series in 7. I see it going 7 because I think both teams going to win at home. So what's going to really factor in is if somebody steals a game on the road. That's what's going to be the main factor right there, in my opinion. If somebody steals a game on the road, then we got a series. Because then it's pretty much going to be neck and neck. Like they stole one, so we got to steal one. So I do see it going 7. Definitely want to see Robert Williams come back because they're going to need him once again. Al Horford is going to play a major role. And honestly, I do think that Boston will have the better supporting cast. You look at the other Williams, is it Eric Williams or
Grant Williams?
Grant Williams.
Yeah, Grant Williams. You still got Peyton Pritchard. He a little snipes. I like Peyton Pritchard as well. So Bruce Brown will play a factor. So it really, like how y'all been saying, it really going to factor in the supporting cast. I do think Boston's supporting cast will show up more than Brooklyn's. So I want to give Boston the edge, but it's Kevin Durant we talking about. So I gotta go Brooklyn in 7. So that's what my take is.
Man,
So we got 4 Brooklyn, 2 Boston.
Yes, sir. Brooklyn taking game 1. Y'all think Brooklyn finna come out and lose game 1?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. They in the Boston Garden. Yes, bro.
I was just about to say, look for
Exactly,
Brooklyn.
and they finna come out and shut it down.
They finna come
out
out and lose by 5.
Brooklyn was actually a very good road team
by
this year.
5.
A very good road team, and
They low key sucked at home though. They low key sucked at home.
Kyrie.
Yeah, you're right.
And when you think about Kyrie,
they ain't got a real home crowd.
Kyrie don't really have an excuse because he got the freshest legs. So
exactly. So
they got no excuse.
They finna come through and run through game 1. Stop playing with them.
Okay, you think Kyrie ready? Kyrie ready. Believe that.
He got to come to LeBron.
He don't care about no Boston crowd. You already know that. That man a villain. He love to be booed.
Don't y'all know it's personal between these boys? Like, not only is it personal for
Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Kyrie too.
They at the crib, bro. They not going for none of that.
Listen, KD even stopped his teammate from talking trash. He stopped Bruce Brown from popping off about how Boston don't stand a chance. Because deep down, Brooklyn even know Boston don't stand a chance. But KD not gonna come out and just say that. You know what I'm saying? He can't say that out loud. But deep down, he gonna play that role and be like, no, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they got some heat over there.
That's not even
Exactly, they got
KD's
some
style.
heat
That's
over
how I
there.
know
He
you
gonna,
capping.
you know what I'm saying? What you mean?
Thank you, Phil.
That's
This
not
what
even
he
KD's
said.
style.
This what he
KD
said,
give it
you
to
know what
you
I'm saying?
straight. He give it to you straight every time.
Yeah, he said they got some players over there. You know, so he said it ain't gonna be easy. When a player come out saying it ain't gonna be easy, they basically know they finna come get y'all the works, boy. Stop playing. They just giving what they just not gonna say it to the media.
That's Kevin Durant recognizing competition. Okay.
All right, let's get Cardinal. Let's
Recognizing
close
what
out
he
with
finna do to
Cardinal.
competition.
Cardinal, you been just shaking your head, just having a fit. Give us your take on this, sir. Even though you capping, talking about some Boston in 6.
Boston in 6, and let me tell you why. And prime example was the role players. Not only are they role players gonna step up, but y'all forget how sneakily good Marcus Smart is on the offensive end. This boy could quietly have a 25 and 8 assist night, bro. And then what y'all gonna do?
Marcus Smart is a solid basketball player.
Exactly, bro. He's a solid basketball player. Marcus Smart come out, drop a smooth 20. Jason Tatum with like 30. Jaylen Brown with a 25, 30 piece. I'm telling you, Boston has all the pieces they need to pull it off. Honestly, in my opinion, with or without Rob Williams. If you really ask me, because Brooklyn struggles so much on the defensive end, I don't trust Patty Mills for a full 7 games. I don't trust Seth Curry for a full 7 games. Them boys, at least 2 to 3 out of them 7 games, bro. They not gonna give you more than 7 points, bro. They not gonna give you more than 5 to 7 points, bro. Both of them combined, bro. Y'all trust in Bruce Brown? Okay.
Hey, Bruce Brown solid. Don't get on Bruce
solid.
Brown.
He's
that
solid.
boy's solid.
He's solid.
He danged in the third wheel. I ain't even gonna count.
He's solid. But this is the playoffs. I don't trust him. I don't know who dude is.
Did you not see him play last year in the playoffs?
I mean, I saw him play last year in the playoffs, yeah, but a lot of that was honestly, they got the best matchups. They got Brooklyn, and then they got Boston first round, and then after Boston, who they had? They had they only real challenge was against the Bucks. They didn't have no real challenges. Boston last year was Jason Tatum and nobody else because Jaylen Brown was hurt. Whoever they played the second round, they beat them in I think 5 games too. Like they didn't have no real competition until they played the Bucks.
They played the Bucks in the second round. They beat Boston. You talking about last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Celtics in the first round and lost in 7 to the Bucks the next round. Because remember, the Bucks played the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's right. They played the Hawks in it. That's right. So they only real competition was the Bucks. And yeah, they took the Bucks 7 games, but the Bucks was the champs. And in my opinion, I don't got to get past the Bucks. And the one team I can see giving Milwaukee a challenge, especially because Robert Williams is coming back, is Boston. If you ask me, I got Boston and Milwaukee going head to head in the Eastern Conference Finals. If you ask me.
Yeah, you are the biggest capper of the day,
bro. What? Miami finna come get Boston.
I was just about to say, man.
I'm gonna keep it.
Miami want that gift. They was just in the finals the year before, bro. They want that gift back.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. And like I heard somebody else say this, and I agree wholeheartedly. Miami is good enough to go to the finals and still bad enough to lose in the first round. Miami is good enough. Facts. It's either I'm telling you, with Miami, it's either first round or finals. If Miami make it out the first round and get to the finals, if they don't make if not, okay, they not get to.
But you pleading the case for Boston, and we all know that they not going to the finals.
But Boston is gonna make it out the first round, and they not gonna have to see Miami
Boston
in the second round.
Boston is not making it out the first round.
Who cares if they not even going to the finals? Who cares how far they get? At least Miami got a title shot. At least you get them the chance to make it to the finals.
They the second seed in the East.
As Boston is going
with a
as far
three-way
as.
So you
tie,
saying
like,
that
Yeah.
if they
with
see
a
Miami
three-way
in the
tie,
Eastern
come on,
Conference
bro.
Finals, they're gonna beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes,
You saying
bro, because they lost to them already once.
No,
Boston,
and they gonna
Boston
lose
won't they
again.
get back
Bam,
from
First off,
everybody
Miami's
else.
not making it, nor
Brooklyn,
Boston. So why are we even talking about that?
Brooklyn,
Bam,
you know
Miami,
Brooklyn
him
ain't
of
gonna
that
be
block.
there.
Boston won't they
Bam,
get back
remind
from
him of that
everybody
block
they lost
every year.
against.
They want they
Bam,
get back and
remind
do
him
it
of
in the
that
regular
block
season
every
next
year.
year.
Hey,
Because it ain't going to happen.
So who you got going to the East Coast Finals, Marcus?
I got Brooklyn.
Brooklyn and Milwaukee?
Brooklyn versus Milwaukee again.
They gonna have to play the Bucks in the second round, and they gonna lose again.
Who got to play?
Yeah.
Oh, because the Bucks do got second. Oh,
they gonna have to play the Bucks in the second round. They gonna get put out again in 6 games, bro. That's what I'm saying. Brooklyn,
I
no,
agree
they're
with
not. Brooklyn is actually going to beat Milwaukee this time.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are not winning the championship together, bro. You can book
KD not gonna be tired this year. This ain't a third round matchup.
You can book
Check this out.
You can book it. You can book it. You
Check
can
this
book it.
out.
They not winning the chip together. You can book it.
Check this out, man. I hate to. I know we said KD on a whole nother level, but I gotta play devil's advocate to some of y'all on here. Head to head, Giannis has outplayed KD. I'm not gonna lie.
Every time
when
he
head
gonna
to
keep
head.
doing.
What game are y'all watching?
He gonna
Did
keep
you not see the
doing.
last game?
Are you talking about win wise or numbers wise? Because numbers wise, he's not outplaying.
Yes, he is. Both.
Bro, them 50-point games was against Giannis. No, stop playing.
Okay.
Giannis scored 40 right back. Giannis scored 40 right back.
So how's that outplaying him?
KD putting up 50 points, but Giannis putting up a 38-point triple-double. You feel me? Like, come on now.
KD got like 12 and 9. What you mean?
Y'all better stop playing like KD can't get them triple doubles himself.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
he can't.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, when it comes to head right now, when it comes to KD, Giannis got his number. He did it last year in the playoffs, and he did it again this year. And I think he's going to do it again in the
playoffs. Last year, his foot was on the line.
But did he win?
If his foot went on the line, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Did
he win?
Say
did
that
he win?
Bro. They the defending champs, and they gonna come out and do what defending champs do.
Let me ask you this.
In the first round.
Let me ask you this. What did Giannis do this year against the previous game against Brooklyn? What did he do? He hit.
Are we talking about regular season again?
Scorched him.
He torched them.
First of all, he missed the three, and then had the confidence to take another one and hit it to send it to overtime, which people say he couldn't do. And then he hit the free throws that mattered most. He hit 2 key shots.
Who was second in command on Brooklyn last year? Was it Kyrie?
No, Kyrie wasn't there.
You're damn right it wasn't Kyrie.
It was a hurt James Harden. It was a hurt James Harden.
Kyrie was there.
But you forget
Harden didn't play.
But you forgetting Kyrie.
He did play, but he was like he wasn't himself out there.
So who gonna stop?
He was low key barely noticed.
He was hurt,
and y'all go count that.
Who gonna stop Chris Middleton?
I'm not counting it. I'm just saying, like, and the reason we know the reason why the Bucks won that series is because Giannis took out Kyrie. We all know that, okay?
And he gonna take them out again this year. Giannis
got the game plan, okay?
We gotta stop.
Take out his second man. We gonna all jump this man.
All honesty, man. We gotta.
Season, okay?
Ain't no one-on-ones. He get the LeBron treatment.
In all honesty, man, we keep talking about KD. We keep talking about KD's all his own level. He's Kevin Durant. But we keep disrespecting Giannis. Like Giannis, can't match him at all. Giannis is damn near right on KD level.
And we keep disrespecting Jason Tatum. Like Jason Tatum ain't matched him a 50-point game every time he dropped one.
We got to stop disrespecting Giannis, bro. We got to stop disrespecting Giannis.
Keep trying to put
Giannis, as much as I love Giannis, bro, he is not putting the team on his back in the most crucial times. When everybody's struggling, bro.
He just did it,
bro.
What? What game you been watching, man?
Wow, bro. So, cause he did it in one game, bro. I guarantee you, in a 7-game series. All right, bro.
What about
in a 7-game
series?
In a 7-game series,
when he won, finals MVP.
What happened in the final? What
Well,
happened
that was
with the
mostly
Thunder last year?
Middleton.
That wasn't putting the team on his back though.
Middleton
Like
actually
KD
got
was
them
doing.
over the
That's
hump.
not,
What
bro.
happened in the
The
finals?
Bucks when the Bucks
Middleton definitely had a couple crazy games.
hold on.
When you see teams go on these struggles and whatnot, like how the Bulls do, go on these 8-minute scoring droughts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody who gonna come negate all of that. Giannis can do that. Giannis can do that, and he does do that.
Question.
But he does not and cannot do it to the level Kevin Durant do it at, man.
It's crazy as hell. That's crazy.
I think you saying that because KD got a jump shot and it's kind of unguardable.
Yes, you can exactly.
Which is
you
true.
You can penalize Giannis. You can send him to the line. Keep sending him to the line. I guarantee you, every game he not gonna come through for you at that line. You see what I'm saying? Make it
it's not with Giannis. It's different. It's different with Giannis. That's what you're not understanding, Mike. It's different with Giannis.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right. Giannis is not Kevin Durant. You are absolutely right.
When the Raptors and them was boxing wanted him out, he could not negate none of that. He wasn't shutting down none of that Kawhi stuff. None of that.
They boxed his first time getting hit with something like that.
I got it, Phil. No, I got it, Phil. No, I got it, Phil. I got this one. I got 2 points I want to make. You mentioning all that with Toronto and Miami taking them out. Every year that he's lost, he's adapted his game and stepped his game up every following season. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do Game 6 against Phoenix last year?
He didn't. I give it to him. He didn't play scared. However,
he gave him a 50 piece and hit 16 free throws.
Phoenix stopped they stopped running their game plan with the pick and roll.
A 50
they would have kept with their game plan.
He got in DeAndre Ayton head. DeAndre Ayton became a little girl out there.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now the team that don't sleep on, and it's not Brooklyn. Y'all better not sleep on Toronto.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna say Toronto. Toronto good for one series.
Somebody turn this man's camera.
Toronto good for one series. They gonna beat Philly and get smoked by everybody else.
They gonna beat Philly.
They don't got Kawhi.
I'm capping.
They need that guy. They need that game-changing guy.
But you wanna know what's funny though? There is a scary chance that they could beat Philadelphia though.
Yes. Very good chance, but they're not beating nobody else.
James Harden. We gonna see.
James Harden at Tobias Harris. James Harden at Tobias Harris.
I'm not saying they'll beat Milwaukee, but Milwaukee will have problems with them.
They gonna beat them in 6. Milwaukee gonna smash them in 6.
Around with Milwaukee. I'm not saying they'll beat them.
Milwaukee will sweep them.
It's different because back then they had Kawhi who could actually guard, Giannis. But Siakam can't do nothing with that man. And they have nobody else to do that.
And
that's why you got OG. You can put OG on him.
Oh, who?
Barbecue chicken.
I like OG, but yeah, like Dave said, he barbecue chicken.
Did you see what happened the last time they put OG on Giannis in the regular season?
Barbecue chicken, boy.
He ate him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But here's what I want to tell Mike though. This is what he not seeing about Giannis is that Giannis gonna keep coming at you every single time. But not only that. Let me finish. Not only that, like he finds different unique ways to keep the game going and keep his team in it. KD do it because like it's easy for KD. Like I'm 7 feet with a jump shot. Yes, it's easy. Giannis just gotta work harder for his.
And that's the problem. Yes, it do. Because listen,
no, it's not. Even last
year, nobody was talking about Giannis not showing up. Nobody talking about that. Everybody know Giannis gonna come through, do his thing. You can't stop it. Whatever he gonna get his, it's gonna be that, and it is what it is for the Bucks. The whole thing in the Bucks pursuit last year, everybody was talking about Chris Middleton. It was all Chris Middleton. What he gonna do is he gonna come through, he gonna step up, this, that, and the third. Now this year you want to tell me it's Giannis and how he changed his game and this, that, and the third. No, Giannis still gonna do Giannis like he been doing for the last 5 years. Chris Middleton is why they won last year, stepping up.
Facts.
Holiday is why they won last year, stepping up. Not
But
because
you
Giannis.
forget-
Giannis do him.
I didn't
But
say
Giannis
anything
go
about
do him.
Giannis being the reason. First of all, he was a Finals
But you
MVP.
forget the
But
Bucks
what I'm
also
saying,
added more bodies though.
what I'm
he
saying
the best
is
player on
that
the
you
team,
trying to
of course.
compare KD to Giannis last year, and I'm telling you, you're making a mistake by doing that. Giannis is on a different
Him to
level this
Giannis
year.
all years. I'm comparing him to Giannis all years. It don't matter
And that's
to
where
me,
you're
bro.
making a
He's not.
mistake. Giannis is
he's
a
not,
different
fellas.
player this year. That's what I'm trying to tell
Okay.
you. He's a different player this year.
Still ain't
If
Kevin
Middleton,
Durant.
if Middleton never
Still
stepped
ain't
up
Kevin
last
Durant,
year,
though.
Best player in
Nah,
basketball,
we gotta
Giannis.
Not only that,
on.
you talk about Middleton. Middleton low-key didn't play that well this year. He kind of took a step back. And Giannis and Drew, gotta put Drew in there. Both of them had to step their game up to make up for that.
And Giannis gonna battle KD again.
All right, so fellas,
Let's
we got to
just see
move
in the
on to the
playoffs.
next topic. It'll be interesting to see. I hope it is Boston and Milwaukee, Brooklyn and Milwaukee. So then that way we can end it. We can end the conversation or debate on who's the better player. I still got Durant as the better player because he got 3 and Giannis got 1. Durant got a jump shot, Giannis don't. And then in my opinion, I'm not saying
KD got
Giannis
2.
is
He
not
ain't
that
got
dude.
3.
I'm about
Hold
to say
on,
KD only got 2 rings.
Oh, he was saying he's about to have 3.
Psych.
Psych. That's the wrong number. You heard what
Like
Super
I
High
said.
Fire said.
KD got 3.
Talking about the wrong number.
And Giannis got 1. What you talking about?
Giannis finna mess around and get another one. The pistol was
And
trick on
like
that
I
man
said,
name.
I'm not saying Giannis is not that dude, but come on, man.
Oh, Giannis is definitely that dude.
Giannis is that dude.
But he not KD though.
But that's the point. He don't have to be KD, bro. He can be Giannis if he don't get the W.
I'm tired of hearing
Hey,
the
y'all know
argument.
what's crazy?
Not
Hey,
if Chris
hold on. Hey,
Middleton
real quick, y'all.
He don't
Real quick,
have to
y'all.
be Kevin Durant.
You saw what KD did.
He don't have to be Kevin Durant.
Took
He don't
over.
have to be Kevin Durant. He don't.
Hey, y'all, real quick.
Bro, it's a team sport for a reason, bro. He don't even gotta outdo KD all the way if he don't want to, bro. It's a team sport, bro. It's about just getting the W. If you get that dub, it don't matter.
Somebody
real quick.
Big shot, Kyrie.
I gotta be that guy right now. But you know how people keep saying, no, it's KD. Just remind me of an argument people was making, like, I said about 7-8 years ago, and I was the one that was saying that's LeBron. And now, X years later, people want to make that argument, and now it's KD, man. It's KD. It's just Kevin Durant. But I mean, I feel you though, because I was in that position. You feel me?
I feel you, but you know what? As much as people say it's KD, hey man,
So
Giannis
pretty
and
much, Phil, you're just saying that you're taking L's all over the place.
2-time MVP, DPOY Finals MVP.
You're taking L's all over the place.
It ain't no L's and rings.
I hate when people say Giannis ain't KD, but KD ain't Giannis either. This is what I mean by that. KD ain't Giannis either. We all know who KD is, but KD ain't Giannis in this aspect. As a dominant. Giannis dominates games. KD lights you up.
KD takes over. There's a difference. He takes over. He don't even gotta light you up. You see him go to the basket, crossing people. You see him throwing dimes to people. Now he takes over. There's a difference. He takes over. That Golden State Finals against LeBron took over. Stop playing. Came down, shot in that man's face. Stop playing. Like what?
It's easy to take over when you got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on your side.
Then look at the crowd like this show king.
And you know what?
Took over.
And honestly, hey, you know what? I'm happy.
It's not hard to take over when you got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Hold on, let David get that. Let David get that.
Hey, D-Boy, I'm happy you said that. Because you know what? KD got to take the crown back. Because Giannis is holding it right now. KD got to earn that crown back.
Okay. I give you that.
Giannis,
that's facts.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in basketball in the discussion.
Hey, that's I can't debate that.
This is debatable, but
That's a bold
I ain't really
statement.
mad at it. Honestly,
I
I ain't
ain't
mad
mad
at
at it
it
either. I'm not mad
He
at
wasn't
that.
saying that when he won the chip last year, but now he want to say it. That's funny.
because
It's funny
Giannis
how
is
you
a
flip.
different
It's
player
funny
this
how you
year.
flip. No,
He's
it's
the
because he on the
champion now.
show. It's
He's a
because
He
he on
got
the
the
different
ring.
show.
player
He got
this
the
Now
ring.
he
He
year.
want to
got the
flip
ring
Yeah,
flop.
now.
but
He got the
KD,
Now
ring.
he
He
want
got
to
the
flip
ring. He
flop.
got the ring
hey,
now.
All right, fellas.
because you
Flip
know what,
flop.
Last,
KD,
Flip flop. Flip
KD
flop.
gotta keep it like all Mikey, y'all keep saying it's KD, man. KD gotta get the crown back. Giannis is holding it right now. KD gotta come get it.
okay, yeah, and KD got to come get it.
And just
And
know
like,
he
like I
coming.
said,
It's like Patrick
he
Mahomes
bossing
and
in
Tom Brady.
Milwaukee.
But it's
K,
Brady. But it's
KD
Brady.
was KD was a false king. He like Loki.
All right,
Mic
KD
drop.
was.
You
Oh
can't
boy,
say
yeah,
that when
you
he
really
won
capping
twice,
on here
back to
tonight,
back.
boy.
He
Come
You
on,
won.
man.
on
He
And
He
he
won
really,
with the ops
really,
though.
really,
bro,
it would have
bro,
been a
you
David,
three
bro,
on
peat.
he
fire
won
with the
twice on,
cap.
Hey,
bro. He
he's the
won,
hey,
bro. He won twice on a team that
hey
couldn't
Cardell, what
lose.
you say he the god of mischief?
Man,
Thank you, bro. He
How you
won
gonna say a
twice on a
team that
team that
couldn't
couldn't
lose,
lose.
but they did lose? So how you gonna say they couldn't lose? That
But
don't
they
make
this
lost
sense.
because they was
man,
playing LeBron. You feel me? Like,
So
this
they
man
obviously could
say,
lose because they lost.
but LeBron is
They
considered the anomaly. Outside of him, nobody else is beating him.
We all know why they lost to Toronto. We can't say
exactly,
honestly.
bro.
Neil got a point.
When you
Neil
put
got a
Kevin
point.
Durant on that team, bro, they don't lose. Like, come on now.
Neil got a point. Hey, Neil
I
got a
wasn't
point. We
talking
can't
about that
knock
loss
that.
to Toronto. I was just talking about before he
The
got there. They said because he said he put him on a team that don't lose. So
When you
that's
I
put him on
mean,
that
true.
team, that's a team that can't lose. That team don't lose when he's on that team.
And even to his point, they can't.
even David brought that point up. You know what I'm saying? They did lose. So hey,
But
All
I
right,
will say this: KD was definitely the difference maker. I can't.
for
I
sure.
gotta give him that.
For sure.
fact.
KD was the difference maker.
For
All
sure.
right,
And
fellas.
That's
So
true.
that was a spirited debate, but we got to move on to the next topic. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully we will get to see about a Brooklyn Milwaukee
I
final,
ain't missing none of them games in that series.
we
Me
can go
either.
ahead and put this debate to rest. So who's the better player, Giannis and KD? Some of the panel says Giannis. The other panel says the rest of the panel says KD. Me personally, I say it's KD right now. But we're gonna move on to we're gonna switch topics. We're gonna switch sports to the NFL. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, fellas. So Baker Mayfield, as you may know, sports word, Baker Mayfield is calls himself being 100% disappointed in the Cleveland Browns management or ownership just for the simple fact that he feels that they lied to him. So he has requested, according to multiple NFL sources, he has requested to be traded. He states that he's ready for the next chapter in his life. If Cleveland obliges him and does seek to trade him, where do you think Baker Mayfield should end up? Let's start with Marcus.
I like to start off by saying Baker Mayfield sounds like that boyfriend that got broke up by his girlfriend because she found a richer guy. And he has his, he don't live in his mama house no more. He got his own car. He got his own business. He's just a better dude.
He got his own commercial.
Right. It's like how you go get mad over the next guy. But I get you. You supposed to be my girl. You told me I was your man. I was your guy.
Over here, Will Smith in it.
You Jada Pickett me. That's what you did. You Jada Pickett me. That's how I feel. I mean, that's how I feel Baker Mayfield feels. So yes, he has a valid point. Yes, he does. He's out here like Will Smith.
Jada Pickett.
And however, he's not a backup quarterback. He's not. So he does deserve to move on. And he already wrote his love letter about, how he felt. And I feel someone should pick him up as a starter.
But who?
Where? That's hard to say. It has to be somewhere in the NFC. I would say Seattle. Go to Seattle.
I got a few teams in mind.
Go to Seattle. I mean, especially if you keep it Lockett. You about to get rid of DK. So it'll be like being on Cleveland anyway. So I say that, but
Be a better option than Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. And San Francisco. I like him in San Francisco.
Y'all gonna be mad if Drew Lock come ball out this year. Everybody
I swear.
Everybody been talking bad about that man. Y'all gonna be mad if he come ball out this year. I ain't saying he is, but y'all gonna be mad if he do. Y'all act like he dude on Detroit or something.
Okay, I got a question for you. Who you taking, Drew Lock and Mason Rudolph?
Drew Lock.
Yeah, I'm taking Drew Lock.
Drew Lock all day.
I'm definitely taking Drew
Mason
Lock.
Rudolph.
You know what?
That's the one person he better than. Like,
That's why I said it.
Everybody is better than Mason Rudolph.
But to finish my statement, D-Boy, yeah, I would have loved to see him in Indiana, but they got another Phillip Rivers / Carson Wentz. Now,
disrespect my boy
Matt
Phil,
Ryan.
man. He ain't no Carson Wentz.
They all the same player.
He was in Indy.
They all the same player.
Who?
Those are triplets.
He was in Indy.
Oh, he
Carson
wasn't.
Wentz.
I liked him in Indy.
Matt Ryan.
I wanted him to come back in everything. But
Phillip Rivers.
him and Carson Wentz
Indiana Phillip
and
Rivers.
Matt Ryan,
Indiana
they had the same three quarterbacks.
They all the same damn quarterback.
Tell him.
Nah, yeah, that's probably true.
Baker Mayfield fit better in that scheme than Matt Ryan. I'm just saying. But that's my take. Free my boy.
The only reason I agree with you is because Baker
Free my boy
saying
Apple
with
Turnover.
good running backs.
Apple Turnover Mayfield. Free my boy.
All right. So, you know what? I think it'll be a good place for him. And it's somewhere where Matt Ryan just left.
Man.
Yeah.
I think Atlanta will be a good spot for him.
Just sit him to die, huh?
I mean, but they got their quarterback though.
Who they quarterback?
They got Super Mario. Come on, now.
Talking about
you don't know about Super Mario.
Talking about Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
Boy, yeah, you over here.
That boy sat on the bench for what, 10 years?
See, you didn't went beyond.
I forgot he was in the league.
Over here capping. You know,
he let Ryan Tannehill take his spot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He let Ryan Tannehill take his spot.
I like Tannehill.
That's
I'm a
right.
Tannehill fan.
Wait,
but come on,
hold on. Ryan Tannehill wasn't bad in Miami. He got stuck with Adam Gase. Adam Gase is a career killer.
I know.
Quarterback.
I was talking about Tannehill
Marcus,
in Miami.
You talking about Marcus Mariota? Marcus Mariota is like bringing back Case Keenum.
But
exactly. Thank you. Somebody said it.
Let Carnell give his take.
Maybe the Vikings should have brought Case Keenum back. You seen what Case Keenum did when he was on the Vikings?
That's Fields' guy.
Oh,
man.
shit,
man. Don't sleep on my boy Case Keenum.
But in all actuality, he should feel a little disrespected by the Browns though, because honestly, the Browns did tell him that they wasn't gonna go do nothing like this, and then went ahead and did it anyway. So it's like I kind of understand why he feels disrespected by management. His management pretty much told him like, yeah, we're gonna bring him back for another year. This our guy. You feel me? You know, it's like if y'all knew all along that wasn't gonna be our guy, don't hype the man head up, because you know that just leads to drama that you don't even need in your locker room. So why even do it if you got a feeling that you might? It would have been honestly a lot better had they said, you know, we gonna look, you know, we gonna see what the future holds or something like that, versus almost guaranteeing that Baker was gonna be the guy again in the next year and then going ahead and trading for Deshaun. Because not only did y'all tell Baker that, but y'all pretty much told the public that as well at y'all end of the year conference. So it's like, if y'all knew y'all wasn't gonna do that, then why say that? Which is why I understand why he feels disrespected. But as you mentioned, Marcus, one of the teams that Baker could go to could be Seattle. He could also wind up potentially in Carolina. Atlanta is another solid one, and honestly, but also I wouldn't be surprised to see him stay in the AFC and get maybe go down to the team that they just traded for his replacement. Go down into that team in Houston. You feel me? So you never know.
They quarterback.
I mean, they do, but they really don't.
Quarterback.
He said they do.
David Mills.
They got Davis Mills. He was a 4th round draft pick. He was okay. I mean, he had no offensive line and got slaughtered.
Keep my quarterback's name out your mouth.
but in all actuality, the Browns probably aren't gonna trade him, so they just gonna have to cut him. And if they cut him, then it's open season for whoever feels like they might need a quarterback. So
Facts.
you never know. They could do something like cut him, and the Steelers go do something ridiculous and go get him. Probably won't happen because they got Mitch. But I'm just saying, you never know what can happen in the NFL.
Facts. Like I said,
somewhere in the world, Chicago fans is hoping we get him. Some Chicago fan. I don't know who,
man, you
already know someone. You already know it, bro. Hey,
For Baker Mayfield?
Bro, they want everybody to come to Chicago,
just
bro.
praying to God
Player,
we
bro.
get Baker Mayfield.
You know,
they still want Cam Newton too, huh?
They probably geeked if he come here. Well,
Hey,
but we all know who those people are.
I'm gonna say this.
Chris is not on here. Leave him alone.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
I wasn't talking about
it. Marcus, you foul. You
wrong. You wrong because you knew I was not talking about him.
Who wanted Ryan Pohl's head just because he traded Khalil. I mean, they were just emotional creatures that day. Just feelings, just all emotional. Phil, yeah, you welcome, Phil, you welcome. But they just were failing to understand the reason you had to trade that man. To do what needed to be done, you had to trade that man.
Thank you.
You had to trade. That was a necessary evil. You had to trade that man. Let's move on. Phil, what's your take on this, sir? What are your thoughts on Baker Mayfield feeling disrespected? Where do you think he should land and so forth and so have?
Man, he should definitely be disrespected. I'm going to take a page out of Marcus' book. Man, the Browns saw that, they had a good girl here, you know what I'm saying? She faithful, she loyal, she cooking all that good stuff, and she not bad looking. But then they saw this one thing, you feel me? Like, she got everything you want and need, you feel me? And
even though the whole block talks about her. But hey, that's neither here nor there, because those are just allegations.
Look, Baker Mayfield just learned a valuable lesson that all men got to learn one day. That sometimes she just for the streets. The Browns for the streets. They're gonna take the best man available. It don't matter who it is. And I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a Browns, I'm for the streets too, because I'm taking Deshaun Watson myself. Definitely want him over Baker Mayfield. You feel me?
He said for the streets.
But as far as where Baker Mayfield goes, honestly, I don't care where he goes. Like, they're gonna be whatever team he goes to is gonna be a sorry team, and I don't care about sorry teams. Like, plain and simple. Like, he's not.
What if he go there and get him to the playoffs?
He's not gonna go to. Look, hold on. He's not gonna go to a good team and make them better. He's not gonna go to a Miller Pack team that's a quarterback away and make them better either. Like, he's not that kind of guy. He's an average quarterback.
Hey, just because you want to be so cold-blooded.
How you not a fan of sorry teams, but your favorite team, the Chargers? And the Cavs.
Look, you finna open up a can of worms that you ain't ready for, man. You finna open up a can of worms you ain't ready for.
I'm ready.
For another day.
Mike, I'm getting ready to get to you next, Mike. But Phil, since you want to be petty, I hope they trade him to the Chargers.
For what?
He ain't gonna play.
He's gonna be our third string quarterback.
He said third string.
He's gonna be the third string quarterback.
They
Hey,
gonna
no,
they gonna bench Herbert for Mayfield. No, I'm just playing.
Facts,
Hey.
he gonna start.
hey, nah, let that man be Khalil Mack tackling dummy in practice.
Like,
That's why
he
he's
gonna
third
get
string.
the,
You feel me? That's
he gonna
exactly
get the-
why.
He gonna get the Andy Dalton treatment when he came to Chicago. They gonna post QB1 on the Chargers Twitter.
Hey, that man gave his right arm for this team.
He gonna get the QB1.
Marcus, knock it off. Knock it off, because
official.
you getting ready to go back to being street clothes Curry, because, man, look, I'm trying to erase all memories of this past season and the whole high-paced Matthew Nagy regime.
We gotta remember this. We gotta remember this season. This was a good year. Shout out to the Rams.
I'm trying to.
Shout out to the
Man, the
Rams.
Rams need to stop. They need to stop playing
Man, the
Madden.
Bears were so bad. They made D-Boy bring out the Sage phone. Like I gotta. No, not even the Sage. The Men in Black pen. Where you gotta forget this.
hey, look at this. Hey, look at this right here. Okay, all right, Mike, what's your take on this? Do you agree with Baker Mayfield feeling disrespected, and where do you think he will land or should land?
No doubt. Hey, disrespect should be, yeah. But I feel like, so I don't know. I'm kind of like in the middle with it, because like he should feel disrespected, but it's one of them things where like you shouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't come as a surprise to him at all. I mean, like you knew what you was going to Cleveland to do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't pick you to come in and make the playoffs and get hurt and be mediocre, semi-good, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was you did, that's not what they got you for.
That was partially their fault, though.
We not talking about whether it was their fault or not, though. We get that. A lot of stuff that happens to Cleveland is their own fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is them. But that being said, you know what I'm saying? They picked him. He was supposed to come. He was supposed to be the LeBron of Cleveland. Now, he wasn't, don't get me wrong, ain't nobody saying he was going to be as great as LeBron in terms of career-wise and stuff like that. But that was the hopes and aspirations that they had for this man coming in. Turn the franchise around, you know what I'm saying? They wanted him to be the next big name in Cleveland since Jim Brown, you know what I'm saying? That like, so it's like you shouldn't see that as a surprise. But the way they did it, definitely disrespectful. I mean, they sold you dreams the whole time you was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we not gonna do that to you. You don't gotta worry about that. You good. You was our guy. You know what I'm saying? You doing your job. Like, mind you, this man coming out risking his career basically because he playing hurt. The man playing hurt.
You playing hurt?
I mean, like that. From that standpoint, he should feel the ultimate disrespect. He gave y'all everything he possibly could. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that Ferrari over there was looking way too nice, man. They had to let the Corvette go. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
station wagon.
You know
like
what's so
Phil was
funny?
saying. Like Phil, no. A station wagons come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? A Corvette could be your starter. He could be your starter.
That's exactly where that nigga belongs.
You know what's so funny? They brought him in to turn a hoe into a housewife. And he did that. And they turned around and cheated on him again.
Yep.
Man.
He got them to the playoffs and everything. Something I ain't seen in years, decades.
Man.
He did
Got him a
that.
playoff win against a
Got him a playoff win.
Hey, Cleveland is Jada and Baker is Will.
Y'all shouldn't be surprised by the city of Cleveland. These are the same people that burn LeBron jerseys.
Exactly. Like I said, they do it to themselves.
I would have burned this jersey too. This man gonna have a nationally televised event.
Oh, here we go.
Burn this jersey
on
too,
it.
bro.
Hey, that's another conversation.
Man, hey, look.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
That was last episode.
on another episode. Cause I can sit here and rant for 2 hours about how that piss. Man, look. I'm about to
Yeah,
cuss on
we
this
still
show.
got to hear from David and
All
Carneal.
right, let's move on to David. David, what's your take on this? Do you feel Baker Mayfield? Do you agree Baker Mayfield should feel disrespected, and where do you think he should land, sir?
Man, we got so many different analogies we didn't use. We didn't use she from the streets. We didn't use relationships. I'm sorry. I got to be that guy. I'm going to hit y'all with another one. The guy who get called into the office with another guy. Hey, Baker. So we definitely appreciate the time. I know you've been asking for that promotion, but we're going to go ahead and go with Ricky.
Wow, that is so on point. That's crazy.
We're gonna go with Ricky. I know you've been asking for that promotion, but Ricky's just a better fit. We gotta go with Ricky.
Nah, hey David. Nah, they create that man. They call him on his day off.
Yeah, so
They called him on his day off.
I'm only using promotion because they didn't.
But
like
they ain't fire him though. That's the thing. He still got his job.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's actually true. That's why I'm using the promotion thing.
You just won't be working here no more. But you're still hired.
Yeah, like we said,
he not full time no more. They put him on a part time schedule.
They
Tuesday,
did
Wednesday,
him like
Thursday.
they did him like Del Taco did Carneal. Hey man, you work here, but you're not on the schedule though. Yeah, you're not in no games, man. You here, but you're not on the schedule. We're not putting you on that schedule.
That's why I use promotion because you know how some people go off when they don't get the promotion because they be like, you know how much time I put in here, you know how many times you've been promising me that promotion, and I still didn't get the promotion, and I still didn't get the promotion that y'all almost promised me.
He was one of them people at my last job too,
Mr.
Call center job,
and you end up training the person that takes your job.
Yeah. Hey, that's the worst.
Hey, that's what I was getting to. I was gonna mention that. And by the way, Baker, if you don't mind, do you train Ricky? You're gonna be the one training Ricky as well, because you're a veteran. You've been here so long. We appreciate your time. So you will be the best. We're gonna go with Ricky to take promotion, but you're the best candidate to train him, sir. So yeah, that's what exactly. So that's
hilarious.
That's
that is on point though. That is facts.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's where the disrespect come in that aspect. He put his time in. He gave everything to the franchise. And they still going with somebody else. So he said, "Well, fuck that now." But I'm kind of like with Neil and everything where he mentioned like I think honestly I like Carolina as a fit for him. Of course, I say Seattle. It's not really, when you look at it, it's not really a lot of options for him, honestly, because to Phil's point, he's not a game changer. He's not going to go to a franchise and make them a instant contender. So it's not a lot of options.
Is he like Fitzmagic?
And see, that's why I think his fate is gonna be mid-season trade. Somebody gonna get hurt, and everybody gonna call the Browns. They gonna get offers from all 32 teams if somebody go down.
What did I say that about? I said that about somebody else.
To answer your question, my fault, Mike. But to answer your question, Marcus, I don't think he can't be Fitzmagic yet because Baker has never taken the role as a backup yet. He's still considered a starter. So maybe when he gets into the backup role, to Neil point, somebody get hurt, and they bring him in. We got Baker Magic. I guess maybe that'll be a thing or something like that. But right now,
April Showers bring May Flowers. What you mean? Come on now. It's Baker Mayfield. Come on now. April Showers bring May Flowers.
I got something for you, David. This might mess your head up whole time. So remember how you were saying how, they gave somebody else a promotion and all that? I'm going to take it a step further. Not only did they give somebody else the job, they gave him all the money too. All the money, the whole bag. Didn't give Baker a dime.
You wasn't even asking for that much money, but guess what? They still get look. They told you that they couldn't even give you the less amount that you was asking for the position, but they threw him all the money. They threw him all the money.
Yeah.
They gave him
Over
double
whatever
what
they
he
was
was
gonna
asking
give
for.
you, whatever they said they was gonna give you, they
They
doubled
gave
that.
him double. They
And
gave him
the
double what
crazy
they
part
said
is
they was gonna
they
give
made
you.
it comfortable for him. They said, "Oh, just in case you don't play this year, here's $1 million."
We're gonna set you up as checking in the savings account.
Right.
Not $1 million. Here go 20, man, look, here go 230 million. Here go 230 million. Here you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Very happy that the black quarterback
fully
set the bar again, though.
fully guaranteed no matter what happens.
Yeah, but with that being said, man, it's not. I like Carolina. Honestly, I think Carolina is, my opinion, maybe the best fit for him because I don't see a lot of options for him right now at this point. So I'm with everybody else. He'd probably be on the roster. Well, yeah, he'll be on the roster until it's time for mid-season, and somebody he'd probably go down and he'll come in and try to help that franchise. He ain't saving no franchise.
Because you're absolutely right. Because they all injured. McCaffrey hurt, Baker hurt, DJ Moore hurt. You know that team stay hurt, so that'd be a perfect fit for him.
And they
Team
got a
street
quarterback.
clothes.
Team
They
street
got a
clothes.
They got a quarterback problem too. They invested in Sam Darnold. That ain't working out. So
Sam Darnold still seeing ghosts.
And Sam Darnold need a couple more years away from Adam Gase to get better.
Exactly. I was about to say, Sam Darnold is a 6-year rookie, man. Like
he said a six.
That man has to keep starting over every year.
We can talk
Wow.
about that man all night. And please, I'd rather not. Sam Darnold is a joke. Like,
I think him over Drew Lock though.
Hey, Sam Darnold is one of those players that be like, "Damn, you still here?"
I don't know about that, Phil.
No, Phil. I'm finna tell you this, Phil. I'll take Jared Goff over Sam Darnold. Man,
Don't sleep on
Jared
Jared
Goff
Goff.
went to the Super Bowl.
Don't
man.
sleep on
Respect
Jared
his
Goff
name.
like he can't play. He was
Exactly.
the number
That's
one
why
Like he
overall
ain't go
pick.
to the Super Bowl.
Sean,
First overall pick. Stop playing with Jared Goff.
bro. I keep saying that Jared Goff could have got the Rams back to the bowl. Sean McVay just hated Jared Goff. He hated Jared Goff. He wanted
Jared
to
Goff
get
couldn't get it done.
I
He not
hated
Matthew
Jared Goff
Stafford.
too, especially in fantasy.
So, okay, wait, hold up.
Can we don't want to do this because we don't want to get Nike started on that damn quarterback. We don't want
exactly.
Oh,
Please
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
let's
me
stop.
started. Don't.
We don't
You
want
right,
to get
Dave.
him riled
Let's
Keep
up.
my
not.
quarterback's
Let's not,
name
Dave.
out your mouth.
Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop.
I ain't gonna
because-
say it no more.
Let's stop, man, because I still owe that man a jersey. So let's not get him started. So David, I agree with exactly, Cardell. David, I agree with everything you said, sir. That is 100% accurate. So as of right now, fellas, that is our show. It's been an absolute blast. I want to thank y'all for tuning. I want to thank y'all for doing an excellent job now, as always. And ladies and gentlemen, to our viewers, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all can give us a like hit that like button on YouTube and give us a follow on Twitter at hashtag Can I Get Some Sports with that.
Subscribe to
Neil,
that channel too.
yes sir, subscribe to that channel as well.